parts of the UK, including East Anglia, the Midlands, and areas of South Wales, have had their wettest February on record. It is expected to be confirmed by the Met Office this very afternoon. We've also going to be told that it's been a relatively mild winter with less snow than usual. So is this the start of a new type of climate change at this time of year? Well, I'm joined by Steff Gaulter, who's a weather presenter and meteorologist, to talk more about this. Steff, I mean, there's a bit of an issue with saying that South Wales was a bit wet in February on the grounds that nobody would expect South Wales to be anything other than that, would they?
No, we do live in the UK and it is generally quite a wet and cold place at this time of year. But the trouble is things are changing and the extremes are continually being pushed. So it was very mild for us this year. It was the warmest February on record for England and for Wales. And when you have a warmer climate, it can hold more moisture. So there's 7% more moisture for every 1 degree of warming. So that would suggest that if we're becoming milder, then we will become wetter. Now, it's not a year on year, every February will be wet and every February will be mild, because if you think back to last February, it was actually the driest February for 30 years. So it's that kind of yo-yoing with the extremes that we're seeing at the moment. We're not really seeing averages anymore. We're seeing extremes, either the wettest or one of the driest.
Yeah, I mean, you talked there about England and Wales, and I know that's the figures that we're looking at today, but the idea of less snow than usual, that's really pertinent for Scotland. And you know, there are crevasses and there are parts of mountain ranges where you don't expect the snow line to go. You expect it to be there all year round. And actually, you know, we've seen some really big visible changes of the snow line in the last few years.
Yeah, the 7th and 8th of this month, they were certainly very wintry. There were school closures, there was a lot of disruption. But for the winter as a whole, for many parts of Scotland, it's been milder than usual and wetter than usual. And now we're seeing, you know, the number of very mild winters is increasing. So we are seeing a general trend. So not every single winter will have no snow or little snow, but we are seeing a general trend of, you know, less snow and milder conditions.
Yeah, we also sometimes see the weather moving, if you like. So, you know, it is not unusual in my part of the world to have, you know, quite a cold December or January, a much milder, wetter February, but then a real cold snap with snow that comes early March before you actually get the spring. So basically, you wait until the crocuses are up and then you kill them with snow. I mean, is that something that we could be seeing, or?
Well, there is this random statistic that you're more likely to see snow at Easter, which is usually, though not always, in March, than you are at Christmas. It's just the way it is. So that we're not out of the woods yet in I'm hanging on to that and hoping that something comes true out of that.